Hello, meet Blackjack Lady. She's a 1976 Bertram 58-foot motor yacht. Purchased her in June of 2018. I decided along the way there were not a lot of vlogs on the repair and maintenance of these types of boats, so I started documenting my repairs and upgrades to share. When I purchased this boat, the survey had 31 primary recommendations and 34 suggested upgrades. And you might notice this boat has a list to starboard. There's a spare prop shaft on the starboard side and some granite countertops that previous owners installed in a refit in the early 2000s. One day I'll correct this with some ballast or remove some granite, one or the other. Let's start our walkabout tour, starting at the starboard bow, and we'll walk towards the aft of the boat. We have duplicate services on both sides of the boat. You'll see we have 220 volt and 110 volt electrical, cable, water, and there are pump outs and fuel fields on the decks, and these are duplicated on both sides of the boat. On the transom we have two water fills for the 230-gallon water tanks. The boat tied to the transom is a dinghy. It's called Double Down. Alright, we'll walk up the boarding stairs here to board the boat. Walking forward, if you look down, you'll be able to see the fuel fills and the pump out for the black water. There are two fuel tanks on this boat, one forward, 590 usable gallons, and one aft with about 660 usable gallons. And we'll walk forward here, and you can see the fortress anchor and windlass and a little garden. Got to have some green, right? And then we're looking back here on top of the Salon, and the deck is damaged and was repaired halfway. I believe it was some blisters from deck cushions. So we can walk back here on the port side, and you'll see there's a hatch that can be removed to provide access to the salon for installation or removable of large items, as well as equipment from the engine room. Up on the Flybridge we have the best view in the house. So we have a set of controls for operation from the Flybridge. You can see GPS, compass, there's controls, some seating and grill. Davit crane to lift the dinghy up onto the top of the Flybridge there. And then on the radar arch, which we'll see here in a second, there's a 3G, 4G data receiver, Wi-Fi repeater, TV antenna made by Shakespeare, and then a radar and satellite TV. Go down onto the aft deck and the bridge. Sorry for the mess, but there's always a project happening back here. And you can see the stairs we use to access the Flybridge. So we have an ice maker, my air compressor on here for projects, and it's a nice little wet bar with holders for glasses and bottles, and a sink. It's factory from the boat builder there. So, and we'll go over here to the main helm. There are gauges and switches, and actually working on a plan to modernize this, maybe with a glass cockpit. And down below here we have the panels for the 32 volt electrical system and the 12 volt electrical system. So you can now enter the salon, and then we'll make a quick left and go to the owner's stateroom. There is a king-size bed with 2 sideboards of storage, some nice sized closets. It's nice and dark in here. When you walk back here, the closets are total to the aft of the boat. And then we can go into the owner's head here. We got a full-size shower, toilet, and sink. So we go back up to the salon. You can see we have a dining area, TV, nice little bar area, fireplace to supplement the heat in winter, and couch. And that's how we go back into the master stateroom, owner's stateroom. And then down to the galley. So we have a oven and range. Below the range is a dishwasher. And you can see more granite. And sink, wine cooler, microwave, refrigerator. So from the galley we crawl into the engine room where we have the vacuum pumps for the vacuum flush heads, and we can see there the 2 Detroit diesel 12V71 Ti motors. They're V12 twin turbo 2-stroke diesel motors. And on the back wall we can see the battery charger for the 32 volt system and the ray cores. That's the 20 kW Onan generator. And we'll flip around here in a second and see the 12 kW Onan generator. It's labeled as 7.5, but according to the build sheet it's a 12 kW. So, and then we can see as we go down, there's the ray car filters, 2 for each one. An updated battery charger there on the right, an older one on the left. There's a box there with fuses for the batteries is in the middle. Okay, we turn around and leave the engine room, and back here is our water heater and water pump for fresh water from the tanks. Back to the galley. So, the space before the dishwasher there, you can see some ductwork. The previous owner removed the 5 marine AC units and replaced them with 2 ducted water-to-air heat pumps, with the air being centrally ducted. One of the units replace the stacked washer and dryer, I was able to find a combo mounted washer dryer that you can put on a wall, and the forward air conditioner is behind this. By removing the panels there, we can gain access to what we need to service the air conditioner should we need to service it. It's a teeny tiny little washer that does good for what you need for a boat. So on the other side here we have a guest cabin with 2 twin beds and a little closet and access to a head from the guest cabin or from the hallway. So we go into this forward head here and got a sink, toilet, and a stand-up shower, all separate, which is nice. And we go forward to the V-berth, or forward cabin, I guess we could call it. And the previous owner had crashed this boat on some rocks or a jetty, so the exterior has been refinished, but the interior still needs some work. I'm planning on reconfiguring this as an office. For the time being now, it's storage for my tools and materials for projects that I work on. So, and you can see that it's a mess. And we have a third head. This is a wet head, so it's got a toilet, a sink, and then a shower, all combined into one. And we'll walk back to the salon. I thank you for watching and look forward to sharing more videos of my project as it progresses here. All right, thank you. If you like it, be sure to click on the like button and subscribe.